Hello, 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 and welcome back to watching me play EpicSeven, the best game in the world. Far from it, but that's what we tell ourselves to make the sunk cost fallacy hurt less. Anyway, today, instead of doing something live, because I want to relax today, I've been playing a lot over the past couple of days. All of this is just from a couple of hours ago, while my voice was recovering. It's much better now. But yeah, we're just gonna go over these matches, what I have in my current log, and watch them because they're fun and interesting, and there might even be some spicy units like Dilibet. Anyway, yeah, we have this one against someone in the global server who went for Politis, Frida, Bryceria, BBK, and Iceria, double Syrianing, and I went for Ilanov, Senya, Celine, Ed, and Dilibet. They got rid of Senya, perfectly fine. I got rid of BBK because there's no shot in hell that I'm letting that through, because I can deal with everything else. I hope, at least. So they're gonna do this, debuff everybody. This is gonna proc the Celine. We're gonna kill the Poly. And now all we have to do is survive every single CC area that's possible. So we'll see what they do. Celine. Okay, so it's not on the S1 detonation plan, which is fine. Okay. The resist wouldn't have mattered, because when they S3, they do attack down, and that would cleanse the... that also doesn't matter, because everybody has so many debuffs that it's not really important. So all of this, Celine dies, but everybody else is pretty okay. And Dilibet saves the day. Good job, Dilibet. I'm excited for your buff. Don't know if it'll help too much, but it is a step in the right direction. I still think she needs to be immune from turn increases, like Knockwall and Lua and Rowana. Next up is Haju, who went full degen with BBK, Amiki, Knockwall, Arby, and Handman. I went for Ilanov, Senya, Bunnydom, Solitaria, and Sharoon. I knew one of them had to get through, and both of them are capable of debuffing. So I ban Handman, and they ban Solitaria. Whoop! Spoilers, it took 20 turns. They're just going to S2 the Bunnydom. It's not going to do anything. Do I just S1 here? I think I just S1. 1 for 1. By the way, this Amiki counters everything. Literally everything. I'm fairly positive. 2. I had to do so many things to prevent my team from being provoke locked. Okay. Sharoon is back. She didn't counter that. Amiki did not counter that, which is great. Let's kill Knockwall to show that she's not a problem. She didn't counter that either. Wonderful. But everybody has attack down. BBK still has stupid amounts. Oh. BBK still has stupid amounts of damage, even if she has an attack down. It's ludicrous, frankly. I think... Hey, another counter. I think I just proc the BBK's immortality. I get a dual attack that doesn't mean anything. Let's see if I can stun the Amiki. Nope, I can counter it though. Or I can get countered by it. It's an Alexa's Basket BBK. She's going to cleanse herself. It's an Alexa's Basket Arby as well. Which is definitely something. So let's get rid of you. I don't want... Okay, I go into her anyway. I was going to say I don't want her countering. Okay, well, and I stunned her, so... Now we can kill... Now we can kill Arby. He will absolutely kill Bunny Dom and Sharoon, but that's perfectly fine. Wake up. Grab a brush and put on a little makeup. So this is max attacks, greater attack buff, soul burned, S3 from Arbiter Vildred. What does it do? Not enough is what it does. Ilanov survives, is able to S3. She still also has her Holy Sack intact, so she'd be able to come back too. And Senya will S3. Easy. You just gotta live. Just don't die, forehead. Do people still say forehead? I don't think they do. Another one. With someone in the Korea server, they go for Lyad, DDR, Knockwall, Sylvan Sage Vivian, and Rylet. I go for Senya, A Tywin, Bunny Dom, Sharoon, and Celine. They ban Celine, thinking, oh, I got rid of their only source of damage. Not quite. Let's see what they do with their Knockwall. Probably just S2. They S2 the Bunny Dom. This one does land it. Which essentially just means I need to S3 here, but that's fine. A Tywin. If you can go ahead and S3 for me, please. We missed the Violet. Understandable, sir. Great debuffs. To be fair, he only hit 2 people, so it was literally 50% of the debuffs landed. So I'm just going to push everybody back. And now we can kill the Rylet. Or at least damage him significantly. Missed it about 7.7k. Can I kill? Easy. Easy game. DDR is gonna S2. Can't beat me with evasion except for all those times where I get beat by evasion. This is a low damage or a low HP Sylvan Sage. So let's go ahead. Just provoke the Knockwall. She will be the next victim. Because she is a problem. As she always is. Let's start working on the Sage Vivian. That did enough to take away one of her insight. I resist the sleep, because why would I not? Well, actually, the sleep didn't even proc. I resisted the venom. They're going to S3 heal up the Sage Vivian and the everybody a little bit. But that's fine. I'm just going to work on you. I'm just going to keep going into Sage Vivian until morale improves. I don't need to soul burn. Let's sleep you again. You're not allowed to take any more turns. Okay. Still trying to figure out what artifact. Perfect. Right in time. Right on time. Let's go ahead and... Do I soul burn this? I do not. It is chatty. So I proc chatty and then took a big chunk out of it. Gonna go into Bunny Dom. It's not gonna do anything. They have all of their skills available for Knockwall, but they're just going to S2. Ooh, I got locked out. It's not going to do anything. So now everybody can go into Sage Vivian. Except for Bunny Dom. Bunny Dom's just going to S3. She's going to hold on to her extra damage. Because this will kill her. Boop. Goodbye. And now DDR and Knockwall cannot win. No matter how much they take out Bunny Dom, they have no damage. And we win. Easy. And that got me to Challenger. Because I am a Challenger. Nero. I got BBK'd. Yeah, I got BBK'd. What did Amiki do? Oh yeah, I killed. Yeah, I got BBK'd. That's just a common thing nowadays, is to get BBK'd. Next up, Brainbox. They go for A-Tai when DDR, Knockwall, Valencia, and last piece Corinne. I go for Ilanov, Celine, Sharoon, Laya, and SSV. I ban LPK because they last picked LPK, which means they're probably banning Celine. So I just ban her. And they ban Celine. So now I have Laya against Knockwall, which is perfectly acceptable. Completely okay with it. I don't really care what she does. They're going to attempt to seal the Sharoon. It does not work. So Laya just gets to S1, stun the Alencia immediately. Gonna go into the Knockwall. Stun the Knockwall? Oh no, I go into the Alencia because that gives more of a push up to my Sage Vivian. They're gonna push everybody up. Perfectly okay. They can S3 if they so choose, but Ilanov will be able to cleanse whatever happens. So I'm feeling pretty okay. They're gonna Venom the Laya. No debuff. So her Sweet Miracle still hasn't procced. Perfectly okay. Let's go into Knockwall. Or no, I go into Alencia to cut her damage a little bit. They're going to S3 here to get Venom on everybody, which is understandable. But I don't particularly care. This is a long one. Ugh. Because Laya still has her S2. They're going to seal Sharoon once more, which is perfectly fine. Let's go ahead, hit Alencia for a little bit more. And now we can cleanse everybody. Keep going into Alencia. Because once we get rid of Alencia, SSV can solo. So let's push everybody back. And then if we could Soulburn stun this Alencia, please. Thank you so much, Sharoon. Thank you so much. I swear to God, I get less stuns every time I Soulburn Sharoon as opposed to just raw S1ing. She does not land her stuns when she needs to. They're going to sleep Laya. Everybody's going to get Cascade, which with the Sage Vivian who hasn't S3'd yet, this is going to do big boy damage. It would have done more if everybody didn't have a defense buff, but Sharoon failed her job. Let's just go ahead and get rid of Knockwall because she's a pain. I can deal with everything else. They're doing all this, but they still can't focus on SSV quite yet. Fly is dead. This is to be expected. Can I stun the Sharoon? Told you, soul burning is worthless for Sharoon. She will not ever do anything. Just keep going into her. Sleep me. I think they just S3. I don't remember. Or maybe they just S1. S1, sleep the Ilanov, get the buffs. Kill the Alencia. Almost kill the Alencia. But SSV wins from here. It's not even remotely close. Plus my Ilanov still hasn't even procced her Holy Sack yet, so... Let's just kill Alencia. Whoop. And now we kill a Tywin. And it's game. We might not even get to... Might not be able to get through all of them. They're still here. God save their soul. I don't know how they expect to beat a Sylvan Sage, but they're still here. You'd think being called Brainbox, they would have a firm grasp on the situation. Apparently they don't, so let's get rid of you. Now they quit, because apparently a Tywin was the catalyst that could have beaten Sylvan Sage Vivian, but DDR is not. Then I lost a lot. This Abyssal, I did one attack and countered. And I died. I exploded. Abyssal. Here we are. Another BBK RB game. Because people are inventive. Someone in the Japanese server, the Japan server. A Tywin, BBK, Sharoon, Knockwall, RB. I go for Ilanov, DDR, Ed, Senya, Sage Vivian. They ban Sage Vivian, I ban Knockwall. Everything is perfectly fine. RB goes first. But he doesn't want to trigger literally everybody. So, I think he just S1s the DDR and the Senya. Sure. Let's just go ahead S2, so as not to anger the Sharoon baby. The Sharoon baby, of whom I am going to weaken a little bit, turns out to be Touch of Rakos, which doesn't mean too much to me. So let's S3 into you. Now, Ed, your job is very important. Your job is called Kill RB. So that RB comes back, and once again, is offered the option to S3. Which will trigger... Okay, well, they're going for it. Ed resists the blind because why wouldn't he? He's such a wonderful, fantastic unit. Do this death break, everybody. You know, the typical affair. How did I win this? I don't remember how I won this. Kurage. I don't remember how I won this. They try to stun Ilanov, it doesn't work. Do I go into Arby? No, I go into Sharoon. Again, not sure why. So they have Soulburn S3, but no attack buff. It kills Ilanov, but she comes back. Procs Ed. And now they have a conundrum. Who do they kill? They try to kill Senya. It is not enough. I probably didn't need to S3 the Soulburn this, but you know, we got to be extra when we can be extra. And then they quit because BBK cannot beat everybody here. Get wrecked, BBK. Then I should have just banned Rylet. I'm dumb. This was a crit damage effectiveness Karina. That defense broke my 180 Arya. I remember that one specifically. This one, I probably should have just gotten rid of the Solitaria. Knock Wall, Ban Protect, they're just, you know, a coward. Anyway, it's the same person. Once again, this time they have a very different draft. They go for DDR, C. Lilius, Knackle, Feta, and Milim. I go for A. Tywin, Celine, Sharoon, LHC, Ed. They get rid of A. Tywin, I guess, and I get rid of Milim. And then we have what can only be described as incredibly satisfying outcomes. I'm sure you can see this a mile away. Step 1. Stun the C. Lilius so she can't S2 my team. Step 2. Soulburn S3 into Knackle and crit. What's step 4, you may ask? Concede. I love people relying on Knackle and Knackle not living up to the expectations you set for her. It makes me so happy. What was this? Oh. I fight Asena, who goes for BBK, Carmen, Solitus, Genoa, and Celine. I go for A. Tywin, Senya, DJB, Sharoon, and Solitaria. They get rid of Senya. I get rid of Celine. I think this fight ends up taking far longer than I wanted it to. Because, as you might have seen at the beginning, the BBK is on Shepherd of the Hollow, which means she has a 20% to dodge, which means she has a 100% chance to dodge. She resisted the blind, which is expected. I expect them to have some amount of effect res at this point. So let's push everybody up, see what we can do. All right, A. Tywin, S3, stun everybody. I hate Carmen's sounds. Okay, we stunned everybody, great. Let's go ahead and stop crying, Armin. She sounds like a foghorn. Awful. Awful. I just wanted to proc Genoa so that he can't do his thing. I swear to God, Carmen is gonna make me lose it. I want to lose it. Now let's proc BBK if we can. Nope, I missed. Alright, well, let's stun Genoa. Alright, perfect. Carmen keeps moaning like somebody's freaking doing bad things to her. Let's go ahead, unbuff the BBK. Stun. Attack down. That's not great. Because of that. Hey, she's back at full now, by the way. Ah, I missed. Wonderful. Great. Perfect. Thank you. Okay, I provoked her. That's good. Go ahead, get rid of you. And then we should be fine as long as I can stun. I'm going to S3 here. I'm going to stun the Carmen. Foreshadowing is a literary device in which you say something and then the opposite happens. So I did not stun her, which is the worst case scenario because now BBK has no buffs on her. No debuffs on her. So she's just going to die. I'm just going to die. Because I cannot attack anybody else. Because Sali's perpetually in stealth. So we have to kill Carmen first. And now I have to pray to God that my Solitaria does her freaking job. Let's heal everybody up. Sali, please. I'm begging you. Okay. You may not have seen that. We got rid of the immortality attack down. Perfect. They're going to S3, which is going to push DDR up. And if DDR can take the turn, he did, we can push everybody up. And then Sharoon can S3 again because it's been that long in the fight. Oh no, I just stunned her. That is also good. Thank God I did not miss or I would have cried. Hey, Taiwan's going to S3, stun and defense break. Typical stuff. Now I'm going to go into the Sali to get rid of her because she is she's the only way that BBK is attacking, essentially. Because BBK is so slow. I get a stun on the BBK, and now they just let me murder them. I missed. I hit. Miss. I missed. Hey, she still has immortality. Let's get rid of that. Goodbye. You pain in the ass unit. This is how I deal with BBK. Tank down doesn't work because they just defense break you. I stun lock them if I can. Next up, Skin Twist. Give them the old Skim Twist. They go for Bunny Dom, Arwell, BBK, Shu, and C. Lilius. I go for A. Taiwan, Ilanov, Celine, Solitaria, and Sharoon again. These BBK pickers need to choose between Sharoon, who has 200 effectiveness, or Solitaria, who has 200 effectiveness. So, you know, take your pick your poison, etc., 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 etc. Bunny Dom, not gonna S3 here because Celine exists. Which I am. Perfectly fine with. Sharoon, push him back. Like I said before, give him the old Skim Twist. Okay, so it's a counter BBK, but with attack down, that did quite literally nothing. So now that her first immortality is gone, I'm going to weaken this Shu. A. Taiwan, do your thing. You have 160 effectiveness. Surely you can stun some people. Perfect. Nothing on the BBK, but she's currently not doing anything. So we're just going to kill the Shu because she's the main source of damage. It's a Proof of Valor one, not a ER one, so either way I would have been able to kill. Can I stun the BBK? Wonderful. Now I am going to proc the BBK. Here's your second immortality, good sir. They're going to S3 with Bunny Dom. Guess who I go into? Oh, I go into Arwell. I thought I went into BBK because that's typically how things work. They can't S3 here, though, because I have Sharoon. So they're just going to S1, which is always fun. Now let's provoke the BBK. That should be fine. Or we get countered by the BBK. That's also fine. That didn't do anything, though. I also have a Soul Burn with Sharoon, so let's Soul Burn, please. I'm begging you. Great. Get you down. And they give up. You just gotta control the BBKs. Control the narrative. Those who control the BBKs control the world. Hey, look, it's BBK again. BBK, DDR, Ravi, AOL, and Pirate Captain Flan. And I go for a Tywin, Senya, Sharoon, Arya, and Amiki. I get rid of AOL because no, and they get rid of Senya because yes. I put Amiki in the back. I also changed my A Tywin from Arias to Bastion of Perlucia, just for a little bit of immunity in this world. Pirate Captain Flan, she can go. She can do whatever she wants. Amiki's not going to get debuffed. A Tywin's not going to get debuffed. He is going to get raged. Cleanse off the burn at the very least. And now he's angry, so let's see how many people I can stun and defense break. 3 out of 8 debuffs. Great job, A Tywin. I'm so proud of you. They can S3 here, but it's not going to do anything. They're just going to hit Sharoon. Perfectly understandable. S1. Perfectly understandable. Let's push everybody back. And if we can push back the Pirate Captain Flan and attack down. So they can't S1 Arya here, because if they do, Sharoon will pop up and cleanse the stun, and then Arya will get to take the turn either way. So they have to kill Sharoon. Perfectly fine. I get the buff regardless. And now everybody has to go into me. Okay, BBK, go ahead. Do your thing. You probably should S3 because it can't be countered, but I think they forgot that. I don't remember if they do S3 or not. Yeah, they just S1. Just probably not the best decision. Because Arya's gonna do her thing. Amiki countered as well. Essentially, everybody's dead. Everybody's dead. Let's get rid of you, or try to provoke you. Doesn't work. Let's just S1 you. Ravi, if you want to S3 and cleanse my bomb, that's perfectly fine by me. Or you could counter into me. I'm also good with that. They get a dual attack, which heals. It doesn't actually heal the BBK that much, which is fine. They're going to go into Amiki. They miss. I bomb. But I still have 1 turn of counterattack. Let's provoke you. I'm already out of stealth, so that's fine. Provoke you. Again. I think they just S1 the A Tywin. Yeah, and then I counter. Thank you, Amiki. Get the provoke, which is awesome. Let's get rid of this BBK, because this is what happens when you try to tank down. She just takes every turn ever, because her S1 quite literally heals 100% of her health, which is wild to me. They're gonna S3. It's gonna kill A Tywin. Amiki's angry and gonna counter and explode the Ravi. But Amiki still hasn't procced her passive. So they're going to S3. Perfectly fine. Proc that passive. BBK back to full. Let's soul burn this, though. Come on, Amiki. Put on your Hermes boots and beat the ever-loving hell out of this stupid, cursed ninja thing. Whatever BBK is. I love Amiki. I gave mine a little bit of a buff, so she hits very hard now. Next, Polly, SSV, Goliath, Genoa, BBK, all DPS, all power, all the time. I go for A Tywin, Senya, Bellion, Arby, and DDR. They get rid of A Tywin. I get rid of BBK. And now, this Genoa is pretty freaking fast. They're going to S3. It's going to do a good amount to Senya, but I think we'll be okay. Genoa can S3, but they also do not kill the Senya. And now this is a damage Polly. So if Polly S3s, Arby gets to take his turn, and Arby is upset. Arby is an angry boy. Gab, no soul burn, but this should, you know, make everybody very angry. Polly explodes. Genoa's going to proc, which is going to push up my... Oh, DDR already did his thing. Let's go ahead. Strip everybody. Put them to sleep, except for the SSV. Or we don't strip the Genoa, which is the worst person to have not stripped. I just have to hope that he outspeeds my incredibly, incredibly slow Bellion. They probably should have S3'd here, but I think they just S1 the RB and miss. Thank you, 50%. 50% for finally working in my favor. Bellion, mine is a 3F1, even though it doesn't have too much health, but we're going to S3. We're going to kill Genoa, kill Goliath, and now they quit because they cannot overcome a 3F Bellion and an RB and a DDR. Easy. Who's next? Who's the next Vism? Someone who has a Kizuna? You'd love to see it. They go for Kizuna as their rep hero. They go for Ilanov, Bdom, Knockwall, Goliath, and SSV. I go for A Tywin, DDR, Celine, Laya, and Stene, because they have no AoE, so Stene can just live. I get rid of SSV because now they have no AoE in. Probably could have put DDR in the back, but everybody's going to get reset regardless, except for Stene. They're going to S2 into Celine. No seal. So now Goliath has to S1 into Celine. Which is perfectly fine. Bunny Dom, she can do her thing. I just S1 to sleep the Goliath and also to push the Ilanov up above my A Tywin. Because I want to defense break everybody. And stun. But I realize I got reset, so I'm just going to S1 the Goliath, do nothing, but this Goliath doesn't seem to have too much ER. So what if I just sleep the Goliath with Stene? Perfect. Or stun her, sorry. Knockwall can do whatever the hell she wants. They're going to go into DDR, not going to do anything. No sleep because I have ER. So let's go ahead and push up. Now A Tywin can S3, and I'm going to soul burn this so that I can do it again later. Because I don't plan on soul burning Stene because that will proc Bunny Dom. I will, however, attempt to kill Bunny Dom, who turns out is on Proof of Valor, which is the weirdest artifact I've seen a Bunny Dom on in a while. Let's go ahead. Sleep Goliath. Or I sleep Knockwall. And then I S1 the Goliath. Get a Venom Provoker. Ow. But that's fine. I'm going to go into Bunny Dom, and I hope this hits Galalias. If it hits Knockwall, that's also fine. Last... It hits both of them. They're dead. Now they cannot reach Senya. Or, Stene. Same letters, it's fine. They're going to S3, S2, kill the DDR. But they're going to make A Taiwan very angry by doing so. They probably could have saved their S2, but that's fine. Let's attempt to provoke you, not do anything. But my Stene, very angry. You want to give me rage? Awesome, thank you. I keep forgetting about my phone. Let's Soulburn this, get rid of Knockwall. And then we'll S1 the Ilanov. Ooh, I outs better because she's slow, so let's defense break and stun. Just stun is fine, I'll take it. Stene, if you please. She doesn't get to because they quit, but you know. That's what's important. Yeah, if they don't have any AoE, Stene's still pretty good. Oh, that was that one. And then we're in my latest string of victories. Someone in Japan, they go for DDR, Zio, Tomoka, Knockwall, Blitica. I go for A Taiwan, Celine, Senya, Knackle, and Bellion. Very light heavy. There needs to be a light counter, a better light counter, or any light counter than just Handman Axe Guy. They're gonna S2. I didn't really know what they would do here because they can't soul burn anyone. You can S3 someone, but that. Okay, well, they just S3 Senya and Knackle actually counters. They're going to S3 Knackle if you could counter again, because A Taiwan will cleanse off the Restrict, or whatever it's called. Perfect. Salvo. Perfect. Resist the seal. Please? No, that's asking too much. Also, this person, Zio, I don't know if he's missing boots, but he was very slow. Like he went third slow. So he's like 210 speed-ish? He might be counter? I don't know. Alright. Please, if there is a god, somebody resist this. Awesome. Thank you, Senya, and thank you, Bellion. Everything I could have wanted. Oh, and Senya didn't get reset. Let's kill Tomoka. You love to see a unit not getting reset. So this entire fight was essentially RNG central. But you know, sometimes having RNG work in my favor every now and then is great and makes me feel very happy, because more often than not, it doesn't. So you know, that felt good. Next up is SSS Rainbow. They go for Senya, Polly, Judge Kisei, Amiki, Ahmed, and Tomoka. A lot of Tomoka today. I go for A Taiwan. Can somebody get me a dictionary of these people's names? I guess that would be like a biography or an autobiography. Anyway, I go for Ilanov. Flitika's back. Flitika? Hi, Flitika. Sage Ball and Bellion. They ban out Sage Ball. I ban out... I almost said Amiki again. Ahmed. Just so that they can't push up. Because if I were to guess, this Judge Kisei is on Creation and Destruction and will S2 18 times. But everybody's very, very slow. So, and Flitika's on Guiding Light now. So she can hide from stuff like that so she doesn't die immediately. Not going to S3 though. Not going to S3. I am going to reset the poly because I have faith in my A Tywin in landing a defense break and a stun. Why do I bother? Anyway, they're going to hit Ilanov. I'm going to kill Judge Kisei because since I have Ilanov, Senya's S3 means quite literally nothing to me. So I'm just going to get rid of the damage dealer. And now they can do whatever the hell they want with their S3 when 3/4 of my team has skill null and the other one is an Ilanov who cuts Death Pen. I get a nice counter from Balian, thank you. And now we can S3 and kill everybody but Senya. But Senya cannot stand a chance against an Ilanov, let alone an entire team of 4. And then I started feeling very Alencia-y. I started feeling like an old man, so I started to pick an old lady that's actually a young lady, that's actually a dragon who's 400 years old, but technically she's 13. Anyway, we're facing Lionheart in the Uwu Guild in Global. They go for Senya, DDR, Knockwall, BBK, Albedo. I go for A Tywin. Why am I stuck on your name constantly? Ilanov, Laya, Celine, and Alencia. I ban out BBK because that is their only form of damage, and they ban out Celine because they're a coward. Knockwall, do what you want. I don't care. I physically don't care. They're going to S3. That's fine. I guess they're just angering... They're just angering A Tywin for no reason. They push him back. You may have also noticed my A Tywin resisted the S3, so... Hey, everybody. I know you only stunned and defense broke like 2 people last time. Can we get more than that? Perfect, thank you. DDR does cleanse the stun off of Albedo, so she can move, but, you know, I'm okay with that. They are in a lot of trouble when Angry Grandma comes up. No matter who they do this into, I don't care, because Laya's just going to S2 and cleanse everything. I didn't even really need to, but, you know, it just feels good. Alencia's step on everybody. Exactly my sentiments. And then they quit because they cannot beat an angry grandma. In fact, none of these people could beat an angry grandma because the next team, they go for Polly. I don't know why people are first picking Polly. Senya, DDR, Rylet, and Laya. I go for A Tywin, Ilanov. I got her name right that time. Sharoon, Shu, and Alencia. They ban out Shu. I ban out Rylet. I still have injury into their team, which is all HP scalers and Polly? Not really sure why they have Polly, but they do. I probably would have put Polly at the back, because she has no HP. But they're going to S3 into Ilanov, do nothing. What you gonna do, DDR? Are you just gonna S2? He S2'd. I'm so proud. Laya's gonna S1 into somebody. I don't know who. Sure. Polly, do you want to S3? Okay. Everybody has immunity, but you do you. Because Ilanov's going to be going next, cleansing me of any... Alencia resisted everything. Either way. So... It also feels vaguely cathartic because this person has an Alencia rep picture, and they're about to get waffle stomped by an Alencia. By the way, A Taiwan was angry, so we're just gonna defense break and attack down everybody, and then let Alencia go to town. Do it. Be angry. Let your rage fill you. Senya procs. Don't care, I have Ilanov. Sincerely, do not care, I have Ilanov. They're going to soul burn this. They have 23k HP, so 3F won't be doing a lot. This won't be doing a lot. It does 1.8k. Great. Let's stun Alencia. Perfect. Let's kill DDR with a nicely timed dual attack that was not needed because that's what Ilanov was going to do regardless. But now I can go into Laya. And now Alencia can soul burn. Goodbye. Your show is awful. I hate bass guitar. Just kidding. I love bass guitar, but you know. I hate Laya. I don't hate Laya. She's tame compared to a lot of other units. Next up, we got Senya, BBK, Arby. Wow. So smart. C-Syria and Ran. I go for A Taiwan, Ilanov, Bryceria because they locked in Arby, so I locked in Bryceria. Arya and Flitica. They ban Flitica. I ban Ran. So let's see what they do. Bryceria goes first, which is completely understandable. They have no souls. This is probably going to proc Senya, but I don't particularly care. Okay. You can't S3 because A Taiwan will cleanse the stun. So what you gonna do? You're gonna try to hit Arya? They do not. So let's go ahead, defense break everybody. Bye Arby, you did so much. Defense break and stun the BBK, which is great. Now let's protect everybody. If you're ever curious about how good Ilanov's pen resistance is, just watch what happens when the Senya S3s. It didn't even break any barriers. Ilanov is so good. That's going to proc Arya, who is angry. Let's go ahead and get some extra defense buff up through Indomitable. And if we can provoke the BBK, we're solid. We could. Perfect. And then they quit. Easy game, easy life. No Alencia. Oh, yeah, no Alencia in that one. But we did get Arya. And then I went back to Alencia. They banned Arunca. I'm so upset they banned Arunca. And, well, let me go into what their team is for. DDR, Senya, LRK, Knackle, Arby. Mine is A Taiwan, Celine, Sharoon, Arunca, and Alencia. They banned Arunca, which upsets me greatly. I banned Arby because they picked Arby into a technical extinction unit with Arunca. So this made me very upset. So A Taiwan goes first. I'm not going to do anything because there's buffs on everybody. I want a full defense break and full defense break and stun if I can. I'm going to provoke the Senya and then S3. Their Knackle resists, but also does nothing, so that's fine. Let's go ahead, get rid of this Senya. LRK can S3 put up immunity on everybody, but that's fine. Alencia is coming up next, and hopefully I'll be able to strip it from everyone. Ow. A little bit painful, but this should do a lot. Injury included. Get defense buff up on everyone. The Knackle continues to not do anything. It is very reminiscent of my own Knackle. DDR can do whatever he wants. I have a Celine that's ready to go. I have a Sharoon that's ready to go. S1, S2, S3, anything's fine. Perfectly acceptable by me. They are going to S2, which will kill their DDR. Senya does nothing but make a Taiwan angry. Let's go into Senya, push up the Celine. Celine is going to kill. Get a dual attack from Alencia. And then they're gonna S1, S2, salvo, yada yada yada, typical Knackle stuff. Knackle? But that's when the magic happens. Because I was so upset that they banned Runka. So I'm just gonna make Alencia Runka. Crit. Counter, sure. Crit, hey. Go to hell. So long. God, that felt good. I love killing Knackle because I hate Knackle so much. And there you go. That's what I've been doing recently. I hope you enjoyed. Lots of grandma. She's so cute. I did update. Hold on. I updated. Well, I can show my Alencia because I don't know that I have. In a while, at least. Where are you, Granny? There you are. So cute. This is my happy granny. She does good work. Very happy with her. More HP will be gotten as I get more imprints of her. And then the other person I boofed up was Amiki. Amiki now has almost 4.9k attack and 190 effect res. Good shit. Anyway, thank you for watching. I love all of you. I hope you have a wonderful day. Goodbye.